Wasn't too long ago when I was at this point here, came over that bridge and went that way with Nevis, but now we're turning off this way for a day that is much bigger, much more extravagant, and much more exciting as well. Today we're heading up through Glen Quoich, I think you pronounce it. It's Quoich, like it has a Q at the start of it there. We're in for 36-kilometre day today. It's going to be a huge one to take on Beinn and Bhùird. It's a Munro day that I've wanted to do for a very long time, just because the location, the scenery, the landmarks, the tors at the top of Beinn, they look absolutely special and so memorable. But it's going to be a tough one, not just because of distance, but because of the weather. Now, it's quite cloudy just now, but I'm actually thankful for that because it's a little bit cooler. Today's going to be hot. It's going to be a really warm day, and it's going to clear up. I think it's due to clear around about 10 o'clock-ish, and so we've still got a couple of hours to get to that time there. So I'm going to make most of these cooler conditions that we've got just now. So this route takes us through Glen Quoich, for it actually skirts around the outside of Cairngorms or Cairngorms. It's going to be tough. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a very long day today. Well, Queen Victoria's Picnic Lodge. We aim to have this lodge open between 10 AM 4 PM daily between April and November. We hope you like it. Well, that's just quite charismatic, isn't it? Very nice. We actually, now from the map, looks like our return route comes down that way and over this bridge, but today, to start with, we're going up that way. So we'll be back at this point, but it might not be for another 10 hours or so till we're coming back over there. It could be that long. It really could be. Really enjoying this route so far actually. It's so much better than what I thought. It was quite open just back there, but now we've come back into some woods. Back there, just before that small burn cross, and it was really serene walking by Quoich water. I'm going to say Quoich, I think that's how you pronounce it. So really serene, really nice, and quite varied as well. It's a shame that it's not clear just now, because back there we've got beautiful views of the Cairngorms Munros, but they'll come today. Starting to come up the cloud a little bit more now. As you can see, it's just all dumped in this site over here, and then before you know it, there's little patches of blue up here, up in here. We're heading right up to this kind of pass up here, and then we swing all the way around this hill here, and our two Munros are way over that way. It's not actually, it's 17 kilometres that we need to cover until we reach our first Munro, so it's a fair old stretch, this one today, but so incredibly scenic. This is more like it. This is the kind of stuff we came for today, nice and open and heading in the heart of the mountains. This is the second summit, Bhùird, which this is the southwest face of it, and the summit is all the way over. It's a humongous plateau of a mountain. So we've got Beinn, which is sitting right here. I did that when I was into my 40s of my Munros. Beinn is all the way out over up here. Yeah, this is the expansive wilderness that I was looking for today, and part of the reason why I wanted it for this kind of weather, which has finally found us. And we're out of that thick cloud, which it looks like it's actually lifted over there as well. I'll tell you what, out of all of the hundreds of pounds that I've spent in hiking gear and accessories, the best thing that I have bought to this date, the fanny pack. I've just put on my second layer of sun cream and it's 9:15. It is hot. It is absolutely sweltering. It's so easy just to get stuff out of there, and things like when I know when this GoPro camera dies, rather than getting my backpack off, everything all done and everything, it's all in here, and it's probably one of the best investments that I have made to this point, which is quite scary to think considering it's so cheap. Derek Cairngorm just in here, just up here, no there it is, just up there, looking grand as ever. You can actually start to see the cliffs of Beinn just over here as well. So we're continuing down this track and so going all the way around, and we end up going to a mountain pass called the Sneck. The first real views of the summits today. Starting to get a little bit hazy just now actually. Bhùird steep cliffs are right here, the summit is over there. Beinn is still out of sight but is way over there. Got a beautiful, beautiful place. Here's Cairngorms where I was not so long ago. The cairn's just up here, and I'll be completely honest, it's really not that steep an ascent up there from this side. You can actually see a path coming up there. So rather than my way back to the car, coming down this side of Bhùird and swinging all the way around here again, you can get down Bhùird from the south top. But if I'm feeling quite good, I'll go down the longer way and take in by Glen Quoich again. So, but this is really where it's starting to open up. We're heading right in this direction over here by these cliff faces and going in between the two Munros. Done a quick water bladder check as well, and I've already tanked through nearly 2 litres of water. So there's a river down here. I'm going to get topped up. Yeah, you don't want to get caught out in this heat because it is sweltering just now, and it's only just nearly 10 o'clock. I'm all topped up now. had a little bite to eat, and we're going to go again. This is the type of location that I was looking forward to today. So vast and so open and humongous cliff faces. I took a slightly unorthodox way to get here. I basically just cut through this heather just up here, but you really are meant to go round and whew, so you're not really heather bashing. Bhùird is here. Again, no summit yet. You can see a couple of snow patches. Just a reflection on how fierce the conditions can be up here. It's a very powerful perspective when you see where you've come from, especially in landscape like this. Path going all the way around here. We've come all the way from there, and believe me, that is miles away. Absolutely miles away. It's just this kind of path all the way, pretty much to the summit. I think it's quite gravelly, sandy type path, but makes it easy to follow. But what a staggering location this is. It's absolutely humongous. There's people behind me, there's people in front of me as well now. So it's good to have companionship. There's that first look at the Sneck. Caught a little glimpse of it earlier on, but those rocks are just unbelievable. That's going to be the types of sights that we see on the top of Beinn. Nothing but big tors and rocks. So not long till we're up there. That indicates that we're at about, I think it's like 160 metres. I think it's somewhere between that and 1,000 metres, which will leave just under 200 metres of ascent to Beinn, and the same for Bhùird as well. So we're getting there. Very atmospheric walk up the Sneck actually. What a location that is. The wind is funneling right through and it's making it, oh, it's just wonderful. It's on our back just now, but oh my god, we've been wanting the wind all day and then we finally got it. It is absolutely stunning. going too close to the edge because of the wind, but wow. Absolutely wow. Munro number 93, Beinn. I will go for the scramble up, but not quite yet because it's quite busy up here just now. What an unbelievable summit. Absolutely exceptional. I will scramble. You can't scramble up there. I think the actual summit is over the back of it. It's just unbelievable, this place. But I think I've earned a hard-earned food break to start with. Legs are feeling it a little bit. That's been, add on an extra 10 minutes to that, so 4.5 hours to get to here, 10 miles, 16 kilometres. Jesus. It's so remote. You feel like you're on top of the world up here. You're looking down on all the summits, it's just beautiful. Probably one of the most mellow stop points I've had in any hike. It's been absolutely brilliant. Just got myself against this big granite rock. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a move now. It's just been a beautiful summit. I'm going to go up to the summit. I'm going to scramble up there. It's quite busy though. There's quite a few people kicking about, so I'll not go up if it's busy up there. Well, or I'll wait my turn, and it'll be interesting. I'm a bit wary of the wind though, because it's quite windy out here. So I don't know if I'm going to actually get to the top or not. Let's get stuck into this then. I've taken the fanny pack off for extra, so we've got a little bit more manoeuvrability. Good grippy rock this. I think that's the top one there, but this will do. Really impressive. And there is is summit 2. Having to keep holding my cap up here because it's a way to, it's a way to fly off my head. Fantastic. Yeah, that's fine. Love a little bit of bum shuffling. Okay, so we're going to go back on the move again down this gravel, a little bit different from the type of terrain up on there. But yes, Bhùird is next, all the way over there. That is a massive, massive plateau. So when we get to the top of that Munro, we're nowhere near off it because we've still got to traverse all the way along there. So we've got a long way to go yet. So I feel recharged and ready to go again. Currently at 1161 metres. Can't remember the name of this Munro top. But the cairn of the 11th highest mountain in the UK is right ahead. It's a couple of kilometres away from here. So it's just straight towards it for our second Munro of today. And 94 for me in total. Has been an adventure. If I thought I'd had adventures before, this is probably one that succeeded them all. It's been unbelievable today. I just know the scale's not going to be captured on camera, but honestly, it is absolutely huge. That is still Bhùird. That's miles away. That's absolutely miles away. You're in the middle of nowhere here, and that's what makes it so special. Here we are, second Munro of the day. 90 foot in total, 11th highest mountain in the UK. Bit of a flat top this one, not much to see, still beautiful though. 1196 metres. Bhùird. Oh, feels good. The best view is out here to the Cairngorms. You can see the tors on Beinn. You can see Moor. You can see all of this. Cairngorms as well, up in here, weather station. Yeah, this is actually a much better viewpoint than I expected. Then there's back to where we were earlier on, Beinn. Fantastic. About 6.5 hours to get to this point. Okay, so we are on the move once again, and I've made a decision to revert my decision, and I'm going to stick with the original plan for today. So my plan was to go to the southwest or south top, just over there, and then down the more steeper cliff face. But I'm actually going to stick to the main path. I'm going to do the one that I wanted to before. I think it'll be a little bit more scenic down in the glen, and I've actually done really good for time today. So I've got another 12 kilometres to go to get back to the car. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong. I'm not feeling anywhere near as roasting and sweltering compared to this morning, so I quite fancy it. So I'm going to crack on. Oh, that's high! Wow. That is a steep cliff face. I just absolutely adore this place to death, and all day Loch Nagar has looked so foreboding and it's looked so ominous in the shadows, and yeah, we're just so bloody lucky when it comes over here as well. Once failed, once successful on that one there. The main path just skirts along the outside, closer to the cliff edges, but I'm just going to dart straight through. Nah, this is a better view. Wow. Look at the size of this place. It's just so hard to put into any form of perspective, but it's just absolutely humongous. What a place. So we come down this path and you can see it just snakes all the way down here and then dumps us right into the heart of Glen Quoich again. I think this is going to be a really nice part of the hike. This is just it's just a huge mountain. I am just taking a brief pause to top up the tank, take in some views. Actually starting to feel this bit of my heel, that kind of inside of my left foot, so I'm going to stick a blister plaster on as well. But with a place like this and views like these, why wouldn't you want to stop? Bhùird is just humongous. The summit is way over there somewhere. What a place. See, when I say as well that I could literally just lie here and fall asleep, I am not joking. It is so peaceful. But I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna get a move on now. Still got about 10 kilometers to go, so we're gonna move. A lovely, easy-going descent down from Bhùird there, really good path. And I'm faced with this view just now, which it's so meaningful because you can see our path down this way. It's kind of snaking through, but you can see from this side of the Quoich water all the way. I did that this morning. And at that moment, I have to say, it was struggling. It was really tiring because that is when it was so hot. And just being down in the glen, there was no wind. That is just unbelievable. See all that we've done. And then we went up and down here. So it really is a strong sense of perspective. Just before you come into the woods, you see everything, or a big chunk of what you've done today. And I love that. I really do love that, and I'm so glad that I've taken this route down rather than going more over that way and then going over Cairngorms, which is up there, or a little bit that way, I think. And now that I'm just descending back into the forest, you're really starting to feel the heat again. Just as soon as you're out of the winds and you're down, and the heat just bellows down on you when you're surrounded by valleys and landscape, I guess, like this. So yeah, I'm already feeling it, but at least this time we're heading back to the car. Not decided yet if I'm gonna. Earlier on today I was very optimistic about wanting to go for a little paddle when we're back down to the glen. Not 100% sure now because it's, you know, well, I've been on the go now for over 8.5 hours and I'm actually not feeling too bad, but I'll see what like when I get down there. I've got a towel, I've got a spare pair of knickers, I've got everything to allow me to do it, but we'll wait and see. I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I went in, and I'm bloody glad that I did it. Oh wow, it felt amazing. Whew. Oh man, I feel great after doing that. Oh, next time I need to bring the Crocs, that's the only thing. Anyway, we head towards where that tent is, and the path's just up there, and then we go all the way around. But I think that's certainly lifted the spirits. I think if I didn't do that, then I probably would have regretted it. So yeah, that's lifted the spirits. We're ready to go again. over at that side, at the start of the hike, coming round here, that was when the hike really got amazing. Because back over at that point, that's where we were in the cloud. And at this point here, it just opened up. But it's crazy to think that that was today. It feels ages ago. That's something about these long days. It's like, if you're doing a loop and you're back to the car, or you see where you've been, it's like, yeah, you did that today. And it feels ages ago. It just baffles the mind. Not done an awful lot of filming for the past, what, 5 kilometres or so. It's been a really nice walk through the glen actually. Though I had to take a diversion at one point because of flooding damage to the original path as well. And up just behind the camera here you can see Cairngorms, which is, it's nice to look at that and know that Nevis has been up there as well. And I was close to coming over there to get back to the car today, but I'm glad I went this way. We've got about 2.5 kilometres now to get back to the car, so it won't be too long now. Our path from this morning just up here. I knew I wanted to save this day for a clear day, because I obviously knew it was a long day, but I knew the wilderness feel, the landscapes, the gigantic cliffs, as you were approaching Beinn and the Sneck. It was so wide open, beautiful vistas, quite beautifully intimidating, and I got that today, and it was just a fantastic day. And I don't really know why. Maybe it's just because of the landmarks that were on this hike and it made it so unique and characteristic, but I just knew I wanted to do this day for a very, very long time, and I've got it done. When I knew about this route during my earlier Munro bagging days, I knew there was these 2 Munros here, and I knew that it entailed a 35 to 40 kilometre day. And back then I was like, oh no, I'm not that keen to do Munros. I don't need to do them. I'll never do them in my life. And I said the same about Beinn Nevis and CMD Arret as well, but here we are now. I've just done it. I've got 1 kilometre to get back to the car now, so I should be back there in hopefully just under 15 minutes. I'm not too long away from crossing over that bridge that I crossed over. I keep thinking there's cyclists behind me. I've been moving for about 10 hours and 20 minutes or so. Looking forward to shortly getting out of my boots and into my comfy trainers for the drive home. One last look at Bhùird as well. There it is. Snow patches on there. It's crazy to think that we were at the top of that. So high. Beinn is way beyond there. I would describe it as being very dramatic, both in terms of the rolling plateaus that you went across, the gigantic tors, the humongous valleys that just seem to swallow you up whole. It made you feel so small and insignificant, and that's what I love in a hike. I love the feeling that you feel literally that size. 10 hours later, here we are, whatever the hell this bridge is called. The large flat area where the Quoich joins the Dee. Oh! First to the cliff above the foot of the Quoich. Oh my god, there's Jesus! Glen, Bhùird, Table Hill, flat plateau like. And there it is. This morning we went straight that way. And so started this amazing adventure. Done and dusted. Don't think I need to say any more to cut this video. I've said more than enough today because it is a meaty recording. Yeah.